Hey guys, welcome to my video about being an American anyway. It is July the 4th, so you may hear firecrackers or low echoes of fireworks from my neighbors' yards. Keep an ear peeled. My story about coming back to the United States is that I went through a period of really feeling like I didn't want to be an American. I felt like because I was, in a sense, bicultural now, being an American didn't really match with my identity, that I was surrounded by all these people who didn't have experiences that I did, who kind of saw things in a different, more limited way than I did because they only saw their own culture, and that I didn't really fit there. And so I didn't really want to call myself an American anymore, even though I knew like I couldn't become anything else. Being in Japan as a young person and acculturating far enough by being in school and so on, I knew exactly how much I could not ever become Japanese, for instance. And I went through a similar journey actually that I did with being a Christian and kind of having grown up in this culture and then kind of seeing it from the outside. Again, mostly because of living abroad in a non-Christian associated culture. Christians being, a less than 1% minority in Japan. It's just not part of the landscape there. Even though we were attending church and we knew Christian people, they're a much smaller minority. So essentially for a while I was like, well, I want to call myself something else. I follow the teachings of Jesus as a Christian. I was born in the US as an American, but the realization that I came to was that just because people have done horrible things with the same name of what kind of person they are as me actually doesn't excuse me at all, even though I disagree with those things or think those things are terrible. In fact, it is on me, especially as a Christian, but also as an American, to own both the privileges that I have from being born in a certain society, and also own the associations and work to be very conscious of how I myself contribute to what other people see. It's not easy being a part of a larger group where others disagree with you and do things in your name that are not right or are abusive or just plain dumb. But also, it's not something that you get to choose, and that's actually a good thing, to be part of a group of people where you're challenged. I am not necessarily as good as I think I am because others who come from the same place are doing things that I think are dumb and stupid, and I can see them doing things that are crazy or awful. Well, maybe other people from outside my group can see something about the way I do things that I would be really challenged by if I saw things from their perspective. I don't know, these are just some raw thoughts. I very much am better at putting things down in writing when I can revise and sit down, but I thought that it was important on this 4th of July when the state of the United States is something that a lot of my friends are concerned and worried about, that we have to take ownership. We can't bail. But I also think that continuing to be what we are and try to stand for the right thing makes a difference. It makes a difference to not move somewhere else and look away. It makes a difference to be loud and saying, we don't believe these things are right, and we will find others who are on the same path, as we do, as I've found people. And I hope that you have a happy Independence Day with family, with friends, or protesting the very institution of America as it was born in a place that is as nuanced and complicated and not black and white as humanity always is. Yeah, going out on a high note.